A tremendous end to the year for Nik Persaud then, and indeed a great year for British poker all round. We asked some top pros what some of their highlights of 2010 were.
I've had a memorable moment just now. I think I may be coming to the Vic too much. I just arrived and my post is coming here. I'm receiving post here. I think this is a message from the universe. I should get out more.
For me, this year, the most memorable moment has got to be beating Ram Vaswani heads up to make the final of the Poker Million. If I get into an even shot with him, I'm like about 5% to win it. If I can beat him heads up, then Ram's in trouble.
Well, this year, I guess it's all been about the Brits in Vegas, really. You know, Praz's bracelet early on set off the whole trip for everyone.
A lot of people fear the Brits now because we've had a really good record in the EPTs and the World Series over the last couple of years. So I think this poker nation is getting better and better.
Can't really beat it, really. It's 2 months of, you know, achievement, success, hard work.
Most memorable moment for me was obviously winning the bracelet in the summer. That was, you know, that'll be memorable for a long time, I think. You know, you enter these events, you know, with massive fields, always hoping that, you know, something's going to happen, but at the same time, you know, not being surprised when it doesn't. So actually to get all the way and actually, you know, cross the finish line ahead, it's yeah, great feeling.
A personal highlight of 2010. Why? I'm poker. I had a pretty good year. I had good results at the PCA and at the EPT final in Monte Carlo. I can't remember where I finished there, but I got about 40,000, something like that, so that was a very good result. Yeah. Other than that, I live in the now. Never mind highlights. Whatever, the past is gone, it's over. My highlight is this tournament I'm about to win.
So, Nik, it's been quite a year in poker. Do you think it's been a standout year?
Yeah. What stood out for me this year is there's a number of young players coming through, particularly on the British poker scene. Toby Lewis won an EPT, Jake Cody's won a WPT and EPT. There's lots of good young kids coming through. I think we've always had a young culture that's always there, played well online, and now we're really seeing these kids come through. So that, to me, has been a big thing that's happened in at least UK poker this year.
And what about your year? Any highlights from your year?
An old dinosaur like me. It's been, I've just won the World Heads Up, which was nice. I mean, I've played a lot of live tournaments, you know, big buy-in ones, GUKPTs, stuff like that, and never really done anything. But it's good to now actually have won something. But, you know, it's going to be a really exciting 2011. Looking forward to that as well.
OK, well, thank you, Nik. Now we're going to have a look at some of your letters and your emails that you've been sending in, and Nik is going to answer them for you. Right, first up, Roger Jones asked, I have the uncomfortable feeling that the site I regularly play on employs either bots or site-friendly players who always seem to win against the odds. Am I being paranoid?
Roger, I think you're being paranoid. It's a billion-dollar industry. The sites have got nothing to gain by ruining their reputation. I would just get on working on your game and not worry. I think you are being paranoid, to be honest. If I can win on the internet, anyone can win. OK, next up, Ed Richards asked, there is an ongoing contradiction with the strategy advice in poker publications. Some recommend value betting relentlessly against weaker opponents, especially on the river. The second strand stresses pot control and shortening the hand. Clearly, they can't both be correct, so who's right? And please don't say it depends. A good point you've mentioned here, Ed, is actually this element of pot control. That's been quite a popular subject recently, and there's a lot of, you know, you don't want to put too much money in with a hand that you not think's best. But against weaker players who call with worse hands, I would just keep betting. Pot control is where you bet the flop, and then you have ace-queen that comes ace, 8, 5 with 2 clubs, and then the turn is a 6, it makes some straights. Now you want to check. Listen, I play a lot of weak opponents, and the biggest leak they have in their game is they call regardless of what the turn card comes with any pair. So just keep betting. So I'm going to have to use the words that it depends. It depends on the type of opponent you're against. It depends how the board runs out. But in a general sense, don't be scared to value bet. Every time you don't make a bet that would have been called, you're losing money.
Thanks, Nik. And just to remind you that if you want us to help solve your poker headaches, then drop us a line via email to pokerplayer@pokerchanneleurope.com. Well, that's all we've got time for in part 1, but don't go anywhere, because in part 2, we reveal the winner of last month's competition and have another great prize to give away. We'll be opening the debate on whether poker needs personalities, and Nik will also be giving us some top strategy advice on playing the player. See you after the break.